Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. So another week has gone by very quickly. Christopher's with you last week, so obviously I'm here now. Chris will be back with it, etc, so we're just going to swap it on. I just hope it doesn't last that long. We're all missing you all, we're all missing training. So at that, let's get straight into it, shall we? Okay, so today we're just going to do a couple of warm-ups. Just going to sort of tweak those warm-ups and stretches so that isolating specific areas. Then we're going to do quite a few combination works. Okay. So it's using a bit of this business up here. Health and safety. Obviously, I know you keep on sick and tired of hearing me saying this, but let's be very mindful and careful. So I'm just going to switch the clock on now and be very mindful, please, that if there's any furniture around you, move that out of the way if you're allowed. Obviously, if you're practicing on the wooden floor and you've got socks on, be careful just in case you slip. We have got, I think, no, we're not doing any spinning stuff. It doesn't matter, just in case you slip. No practicing on any members of the family unless you've got permission. Obviously, if mum and dad are out, okay, and little brother, little sisters there, do not practice on them. I'm serious. And let's have some fun, all right? It's hard, it's challenging times, I know it is, and we're missing you all, but we've just got to do what we can. We've just got to do what we can. I'm back. Okay, so we're going to start with the warm-ups. Let's put those hands, feet shoulder apart, hands to the hips. That means you can nice and slowly up. And we're going to come down. We're going to go back up. And back down, back up, and again down. Going to take it to the side, other side, change over again, and again. Going to do circles one way, nice and relaxed now. And the other way again. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just keep his hands on the hips. We're just going to move one shoulder blade. Just one, doesn't matter if it's left or right. Just going to forward a little bit, then we're going to go backwards. Guess what's going to happen now? We're going to swap over, we're going to go forwards. And we're going to go backwards. Okay, put your hands nice and flat. What I want you to do now is just take your head to the side. See how close, bear in mind if you've got your gi on, that gi might stop you there. So just nice and relaxed. If you want to move that gi out the side, just trying to get that ear as far down as we can. So we're stretching the side of the neck. Come into the centre, and let's go the other way again. Into the centre, let's move it over. Into the centre, one last time, we're going to take it over. Okay, ready? So we're just both shoulders now, both shoulders. Nice and relaxed, no sudden movements, don't want any of that. Just going to get it nice and big now. It's going to go, so as it's going round, it's getting a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And we're coming backwards. So lots and lots of movements in those muscles, so it's all working all the neck muscles and all the shoulder blade muscles. Okay, from there, we're going to put the hand across. Okay. So if we put it across our body, we're all built differently. So if it's as far as it goes here, that is fine. If it starts to get tight and hurting, yeah, keep it there. Do not put it across anymore. So nice and relaxed. The best way to do it, okay, is just bring it slightly above your shoulder blade there, so it's giving it a nice big circle, and across. And we're going to hold it here. No pulling. Just going to hold it there, just below the elbow, which is here. Big wide hand, and we're just going to look. If it's comfortable, I want you to turn the other way. And all that's doing is extending the stretch. So it's a little bit more advanced because your purple's the black belt. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slowly, let it go. From there, we're going to swap over. See? So across, nice wide hand, turn to the side. If it starts to hurt the throat, it feels uncomfortable, just relax it, move it out. Or bring your head straight into the centre, so there's no obstruction on your windpipe or any of the muscles around your neck. 3, 2, 1, and one more time. So this time we just keep your head in front. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Head in front. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Okay, hands onto the hips, nice and slowly. All we're going to do is going to push those hips forward. Come back into the centre, nice and slowly. We're going to go down, touching the knees, going down, just literally sliding your hands down those legs. And we're going to touch the floor. If you can touch it with your fingers, fine. Let's go into the fists. If you can touch it with your fists, let's go into the palms of your hands. If that's even better, let's go to your backs of your hands. So with good stretches. From there, coming back up. With these exercises, if something starts to hurt, or you've got that little bit of a, oh, it's tight, stop, gently go back into a position you're comfortable with. Don't just go straight back up, because that's your muscles telling you, oh, you're really pushing your luck here, yeah, they're starting to hurt, okay? So just nice and gently come back up, all right? So we're going to go back down again, we're going to push hips into the centre, we're going to come down, just until you're comfortable. And back up. Hands onto those hips. Okay, so bring those feet in a little bit closer. We're just going to move the hips. Just the hips. See if we can keep that head where it is. Other way. Good. Feet together. We're just going to come up onto our toes. Back down. Up onto our toes. Back down. Last time. Back down. Okay, so from there, find your balance on one foot. We're just going to circle with that other foot that's lifting up, both ways. Just 2 or 3 times, nothing major. Bring it straight back to the position it's in. Now if you take it wide, your body's going to have to refocus on that for the balance. So when you do it, because this leg's already there, yeah, bring it straight back. Touch, because your body will almost be in balance then straight away and it comes out. There's no wibble wobble. 3. Okay, just a couple of times that you're comfortable with. Once you're comfortable with that, we're going to go back up onto the toes. Back up onto the toes. Last time, up onto the toes. Good, good, good. And we're just going to shake. From there, feet, a little bit of space in between. No direct pressure on the knees. Nice and slowly one way. And the other way. Okay, just pushing them back gently, no snapping back, just pushing back gently. And pushing back one more time, gently. Okay, fingers, let's come closer. So, alternate now. Don't bring them together at the same time, so we're going to make the brain work. So, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, now the whole hand together. One at a time. Okay, hands out straight, we're just going to big circles with them. Other way. Fingers. I do see a lot of you cracking those bones in class. You go crunch, 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 crunch. Don't do that. When you get to my age old, then you'll regret it, I can tell you now. So just use that just to stretch your fingers out, okay? Into the fists, fists in circles. Other way. All we can do with one hand is nice and slowly. The pressure we're applying here is gentle, especially at your age. Let me just bring these up so you can see. So here, we're just applying a little bit. A lot of instructors will tell you to push down on there. All you're doing if you're pushing down on there, there's a set of nodules there, all right, and bones. We don't want to give those extra pressures. It might snap. So just hold the wrist, sorry, the hand, and just gently pull. You'll feel that go tight. That's all we need. Pushing it back up, and we're just giving that bit of an elevation. Hands together, and just push it. That's all, nothing major. Swap over. Again, like I said, don't push down on that area. Hand. If you're doing it right, you'll feel just a little bit of tenseness around this area, and that's fine. Again, we're going backwards, so again, if you want to, a lot easier, do that way, just pushing it over, or if you want to, here. Hands together, and we just, yeah, we can go down, so we get a lot of pressure on the inside here, so we're stretching those wrists, stretching those wrists, stretching those wrists. Okay, I'm just going to shake out, shake those legs. Nice and fast with hands, nice and fast. Okay, so I know Christopher did some pyramids last week with you, so we're going to carry on with those. Alright then, so we're going to go straight to our back, please. Hopefully you can see me. Okay, so we're going to concentrate and isolate specific areas of your body. Right then, so Sometimes with your sit-ups, you tend to do this, okay? That's a sit-up. We're going to do with crunches. We're going to work on those crunches for the belly. What I'm looking at is strengthening this area here, okay? And that's your abs, your abdominals. Okay, there's a couple of sets inside there. It's not just this one set, there's sets underneath those. So we've got to get right down to the core and work them all. Right then, when we put our hands by your head, I can see a lot of you, and we tell you not to, is you grab onto your head, you link your hands and you lift your head up. All you're doing there is creating a lot of pressure on the back of your spine, yeah, which we don't need. So the hands to the side of the head, don't grab hold of your ears and pull them, or you're going to look pretty silly after a while because you have these ears sticking out. Alright, so just to the side, and if you need to be, just have them away from your head. That's just as good, just as good, just as good. Okay, right then, so for this exercise though, with your hands on your thighs. Alright, so tighten your muscles in your belly, hands on the thighs, and all I want you to do is slide the hands up to the knees. That's it, nothing else. Your head is unsupported, so it comes up itself. Keep looking up, don't look to the side, again because you've got more chance there of twisting muscles. Sorry, I just had a hot chocolate. It went down the wrong way. So from here, up. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. Ready? 1, goes up, comes down. 2, up, up. Keeping that belly tight. 3, 4. Good, well done. 5. So you shouldn't be feeling anything now, but if you are, we're going to put our hands onto the floor, feet flat on the floor, and all we're going to do is lift our waist, our hips off the floor. Okay? Just gently push them down and up. Gently, nice and relaxed. All we're looking at doing there is just stretching those muscles in the hips and the back and the groin. Okay, you're going to go flat. Okay, keeping the feet flat on the floor. Going to go to 6. Okay, ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Hands flat, feet flat. Let's push those hips up. I'm sure you can go straight to 10, but we're just looking at a bit of stretching. Because if you can go straight to 10 like that, you're not tightening your muscles in your belly. And relax. So work on the tightness in that belly now. Hands on the thigh. Keep those muscles tight in that belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. Hands flat. Ready? Just nice and slowly. When you're pushing up now, we're looking at the tightness of your bum cheeks. Okay? So we're looking at get those nice and tight. Down and up. And down and up. And down. Okay? And flat. Nice and relaxed, hands on the sides. We're going for 8 in your own time. You do not have to go with my pace, okay? There's 1, 2, 3. Keep the belly tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So if it's tight, this area knows it's woken up now. Hands flat. We're going to push up. Again, all we're doing is looking at bringing down nice and tight. Now keep that area tight now. It's the muscles in the belly we're pushing up. So all this area is going tight and bringing it down. Keep the belly tight. And up. And down. Okay? All that's doing is just relaxing the muscles there because you've just done 8. So we're going for 9 now. Again, you don't have to go at my speed. Just take your time. Anything hurts, you stop. Okay, 9 we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good effort. Hands flat, feet flat. Again, if you need to, only if you need to, but it is a nice little stretch. We've got to look at it, working on that belly, nice and tight abs, pushing up, so you can really feel it going into the thighs, so the muscles from your pelvis here, yeah. Oh, the tight here into your thighs, which is good, and your bottom, nice and tight. Up a couple of times, down a couple of times, keeping the belly tight. Good effort, well done. Okay, nice and relaxed. Hands onto those thighs, we're going for the big 10 now. Ready? Remain. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the belly tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Easy peasy. Last time. Hands flat. Just push those hips up. Good effort, gang. Good effort. Down. Don't touch the floor though with that bottom. Push back up. And down. Don't touch the floor. Push up. Really big stretch now. So the front of those side muscles and your thigh muscles are nice and tight and solid. And relax. Big deep breath. Remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth. So when your heart starts getting pumping, you've got to slow it down, okay? You've got to slow it down. Right then, so you know what's going to happen. We've got to come down now. But to make it more interesting, leg raises. Alright? I know you're all there thinking, oh, I hate these. I love these. These got to be my favourite. So what we're doing again, we're keeping the hand flat, legs out. On this session, if you need to, I'll let you touch the floor each time you come down. But all you're doing, if you think about it, is you're giving yourself a little bit more to work on. When you relax your legs, you've got to tighten your muscles again to pull them up. So I'll leave that with you. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. 1, 2, doesn't have to be high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Feet flat on the floor if you want to. Push your hips up, it's entirely up to yourself. I'll wait for you if you are doing that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Legs out straight. 1. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Feet flat on the floor. Nice and simple. If you want to, remember, bring those hips up. Push them up forward so you get a good stretch. If you don't, I'll wait for you. 5. Legs out straight. 4. Going for 8. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8. Good. Legs down. Again, push up if you want to. If not, legs out straight. I'll wait for you. 5, 6. We're going for 7. 3, 2. Good. Let's go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Feet flat on the floor. Now, if you haven't, I would definitely advise you to push those hips up and relax. Push those hips up and relax. Legs out straight. If you want to do that, I'll wait for you. You're going to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. There's 1. There's 2. Here's 3. 4, 5, and 6. Well done. Legs down flat if you need to, or feet flat. It's up to you. And push. We're going for 5 next, so I'll hang on for you. 5. Legs straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't remember if you said 6 or 5. Tough. We've done 6. Again, push up and back down. I'll hang on for you. Legs straight. 3, 2, 1. We're going for 5, gang. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Good effort. Legs out straight. If you want to, feet on the floor. It's entirely up to you. 5. We're going for 4 next. 3, 2, 1. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Good. Relax. Good. Good. 3 next. I have remembered. Ready? Feet together. 1, 2, 3. Good. So some of you can start feeling down the tops of the thighs. I suggest Put your feet flat, nice and gently push up. Nice and gently push up. Last few. We're going down to 2. Ready? 1, 2. That does not hurt. Ready? Last one is 1. Good. Well done, everybody. Get yourself a breather. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going anywhere. You can pause me. I'll just carry on. So, good effort. What we're going to do now is going to work on your press-ups. Now, some of your press-ups are very interesting. So let's start from the basic and let's move up. So what we're going to do is a flat press-up. You're thinking to me, what is a flat press-up? I'll show you. Nice and simple. On your belly. So obviously, be careful where you are. If you've got your belt on and it's hurting, if you're on the hard floor, just put your belt to the side, okay? So what we're looking at doing now is, the whole body's going down. You want to cross your legs, alright, up in the air. Now all this is doing is, I'm just going to start from the basics. If it's uncomfortable crossing your legs, put your feet together, that's all. Our hands, we're going to take to the side of our shoulders. And if you want to, bring them in nice and close. Yep, the higher up we get, the wider we get, and that's a lot harder. So bring them nice and tight. So the hands are almost just below the shoulder blades. Okay, so it's up to you, if you cross your legs or not. Nose down. What I want you to do now is, when you're lifting, I want you to lift your top of your belly, your hips, and your waist off the floor. So I'm giving you the chance now to get your knees down so there's not so much pressure. From there, we'll come down, all in one go. That's 1. Back up. Back down. It's 2. Back up. So we're actually working your waist and your shoulders. Okay? Down. Hands underneath shoulder blades. Keep that back straight. Up. Down. Don't drop yourself. Up. Down. Last one. Up. And down. Okay? So, some of us, not everybody, but some need to work on those press-ups, because the more of a movement we make on the body, the more chance we've got of actually hurting ourselves or pulling muscles. So good. Right, so we'll practice those when you're with me next, not next week, the week after. Alright, right, your basic 8 blocks. I think Chris did 8 and 4 with you. I'm going straight into your 8. What I'm going to start to teach you now, is to twist. Is to twist your hips. Only when needed. So we're into that shoulder width apart. Got the hands by the sides. Now these are the things, because sometimes it's like this. Yeah? That, believe it or not, from here to there is longer than here to there. Also, when this fist is there, the mind, your brain, is what we call primed it. After a while, it's got it ready, it's ready to go. Here, it's really, oh God. I can imagine some of you when you have to go to school in the mornings, when you did go to school, it's like, oh my God, no way. Yeah? So, you're nice and relaxed. I want you primed and ready to go. So from here, we're going to start with the left. We tend to prefer the left, but do you know what? In these times, we'll go with the flow. So what we're looking at is, number 1 and number 2. Obviously, as number 1 goes up, look at number 2 is. Number 2 is ready. Yeah? When number 1 comes down, 2 is up. When number 2 comes down, 3 is across. So we don't have that massive space and that gap between each move. So we don't have this. Because what's happened, look at all that area now. You're leaving a massive area to be struck. So we're going to start with the left. Left goes up nice and high. As soon as that one's coming down, that one goes straight up. Okay? So 1 and 2, nice and easy really. Now 3, the idea of having a target is we're trying to reduce the amount of a target that the opponent has got to strike. So if the nasty person is in front of me, if I stand here, I give them all this target to attack. So what we're doing is, when we're blocking, when we go to number 3, look what's happening now. We don't just throw number 3's arm across, because that will only go so far. We've got to give that twist from the hip. Okay? So we do 1, we do 2. As soon as number 2 comes down, it goes to prime, and number 3 comes across. Big twist, okay? Number 4. Again, all we're doing is we're twisting and making sure that counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. So them, for us, are very important because we're actually reducing the side, but we're actually putting a lot more power into the block. If we stand here and I do number 3 and 4, we get to here. And if we're not pushing it any further, it's going to hit still. Yeah? So that twist gets it out the way. Gets it out the way. Gets it out the way. 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 Okay? So what I used to start doing at home is practicing those. So 1 to 8. 1 and 2 is basically for me is this business. Getting it ready. As soon as this one comes down, look, it's coming up. All these years of training, it wants to go up straight away because it needs to protect. So whichever one is not working, is not being lazy or idle, not down here, it's ready. It's ready to go. Okay? It's priming it. It's getting it ready. There's a lot of action there. I'm not going to go on too much about that because, again, you're at home, you can watch this video anymore, any amount of times you want, and I want to get as much as we can with these lessons. So, one, it doesn't become, oh no, not another lesson on that. We need to get you interest, keep your interest, yeah, because it is hard for everybody. It's hard for us as instructors, it's hard for you as the students. It's really, really difficult now because we're missing you all. Massively, we're missing you all. And hopefully you're missing us. Right, we're going to do some striking work, some knife hand. Okay, so different types, alright? I think what we're going to go is, we'll talk about the knife hand, okay, with the shuto. I think what we'll do is we'll do the shuto first of all. Yeah? So the shuto, alright? As we know the shuto, when it comes in, there's your double shuto. So we're looking at 1 shuto. Yeah? The thing is, when we start to use the shuto, it is a dangerous weapon. Okay, it is a dangerous weapon because here in this area, when you, yeah, it is solid. Now, if you bring your hands together and you press that, it should be still spongy. Open your hand. Gets harder. Yeah. So with the shuto, what we need to do to prevent that, just to help that, sorry, is just to bring it into a bit of a ridge. So a little bit of a bend in there. Yeah. Not that, just a slight bend. And there's the strike. Okay. From both of them, bit of a bend, and that's the strike. Okay, these moves are more so, there's a lot of martial arts moves we use just in here. Yeah, we don't want you to take them outside, we don't want you to use them, but at the end of the day, this is a self-defense. But remember with self-defense, minimal force. Okay, minimal justifiable force. If we don't need to use it, we don't use it. If a get back is good to begin with and the person comes back, we'll use the next technique up. Alright, so a lot of these techniques, because it's martial art, are solely for this, inside. But just because this is a striking move, doesn't mean to say it has to hurt somebody around here. Yeah, you can actually give somebody a dead arm if you strike them on the arm. If you want to give them a dead leg, yeah, a dead calf. When we say dead, what it means by that is, okay, it's a little bit of ow, oh that hurts. Do you know when you've hurt yourself and you go, oh I can't feel my arm, I can't feel my arm, I can't feel my leg. Yeah, that's all it is. That's what's meant by that. It's a short-term, temporary, basically a spasm of the muscle. Yeah, short-term. Doesn't last for a long time. It shouldn't do. It's just a little bit. Yeah. So left leg in front for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a front punch. I'm going to come down the back shuto. If you've got a mirror, come away from the mirror, but look at the mirror. Now a lot of you, when you do your shuto, it's like this. It's like this. Now I can tell you, if you strike with the front punch and you bring this all the way out here, by the time it's come to here, your opponent has seen it. So it's going to block and punch you. Yeah, non-effective. So from here, punch, bring it round. Here. As it comes through, twist. Okay? So from here, 1, 2. And we're looking at this area. Just to find a target. That's all. Just to practice martial arts, a target. Swap legs, front punch, back again. 1, 2. 1, 2. As we're hitting the target, we come around, we come around, come around. Here. Twist. That's the strength. That's the power. Doesn't matter which one's in front. Here. Straight. Straight. As soon as it strikes, there it is. Okay? So, that area there, powerful. If you open your hand and strike, it's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt. So just remember that little bit of a bend is safest of all. Hand open can hurt you because that bone's going to hit, that's going to hit, that's going to hit that, and it's going to hurt, really hurt. Okay, so just a little bit of practice on that. Oh, we're going to look at the units of strikes. Yeah, different areas. So all we're looking at is from front punch. I want a front punch, then the same one is a strike. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's swap over. I'm not going to hang around on these because you've seen your grades. You can practice these anytime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So, from there, person comes towards me to attack me. Yeah, we know what to do in that stance, side on stance. Hands open. Hands open. Okay? The reason we got hands open, tell me why? Yes, good, 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 good. So we're not aggressive. We don't look aggressive. When we get those hands open and there's a person come towards us, what should we be saying as well? If they want to fight with us, or they're threatening us, or they're being nasty to us, yep, well done, get back, get back. We don't have to move back when we shout and get back. Look, get back, leave me alone. But if you want to, yep, get back, get back. The problem we've got is if we keep on doing that, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, and they still, all they're going to do is take one step in front. And before I know it, see this wall that's there, the school wall, the yard, I'm against the wall. So we've got to be sensible with this one, especially senior grades. So the person's in front, defensive stance, hands open, look, leave me alone, get back. Me, I'll give, look, get back, I said, and no further. Okay, me, I'll step no more than 2 steps. We're all different. Because then if I know the person's still coming to me, they are a genuine threat. So as they come into that second stance, and if they start stepping forward, I'm going for the side move. Remember what we did a couple of weeks ago? I'm not going back, 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 back. So we're going to practice. So from here, feet shoulders apart, nice and relaxed, in the stance, here. Leave me alone. Just say something to them. And I know some of you in here are like, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay? But that's not going to help you out there in the street. You're scared. Your knees are knocking. You're trembling. Yeah, you can hardly talk. You've got things in the back of your head. You call all your hairs, okay, right by here. Okay, we have a fight or flight syndrome. And what that means, if you've never heard it, we have 2 things to do when we're being attacked. We either stand there and stand our ground and fight, yeah, or we run. There is nothing wrong with running. Let me tell you that. If you all get the chance to run, go. You get those little legs working as fast as you can. But unfortunately, sometimes you won't have that chance because it happens like that. So we've got to learn that defensive stance with ourselves, okay? So, straight into a defensive stance, hands open. Okay, look, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's 2 steps back I've done. That's enough. No more. Okay, that's for me. So from there, we need those hands open. Yeah? The reason we have our hands open is senior grades is because we start doing this, we start slapping away. Yeah? The younger grades, we teach them how to keep their fists, and you have. Yeah, we teach you to keep your fists. But as you get older, the chances of you being in a fight or being attacked are higher. Alright, are higher. So, less offensive, less nastiness. But we can do lots of holds and blocks on this one. So just for this, we've gone back to, front leg in front. I'm just going to push back. So from there, leg comes across, just push that hand away, punch. Alright? It's just finding a target on this exercise, just finding a target. So from here, get back, they come in, side step, block them, punch. We have 2 options. We can punch them in the top of the area, the head area, or the belly area. Okay? We'll leave that to yourselves. Less aggressive is the belly area. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. However, this person has attacked you. So you are allowed to use minimal force. You might be that you just want to push instead of doing that push. Instead of punching, you do an open strike. Entirely up to yourself. It's up to you. Again, with the belly area, if they're wearing a coat or a bag, I don't know. Yeah, so you just got to think about all these things. As soon as you stand there and look at this person, ooh, gracious me, he's got a big bag there, so if I try and push that, it's not going to work. I don't know. Each one of you will have to make that decision. And it's called a thought process. That's all it is. Okay, so from here, get back, step to the side, block, punch, push, or push, or even push them away. Right, we've got to be careful now, even though they've attacked us, the force we used has to be reasonable for that. So if I push them, yeah, and they fall to the floor, nothing else. You get going. Do not carry on your attack or defense, yeah? Get away from it. Okay, so again, that's done in both ways. If it's this option, hands open, look, get back, push with the front, strike or push, anything you want to do. So you know where the U block comes from now, okay? But that is, some of the instructors will teach you, it's just defensive, it can push, it can also punch as well. Okay, it's called the U punch effectively, that's what it is, not the U block. Okay, so it is a U punch. Okay, so let's move on. Left leg in front, front knee, we're going to do that block. Okay, and I like doing this because it's close quarters. So you know we all have different skills. For me, I like the close quarters bit. So your hands are open. Yeah, you come back to, all of a sudden they go for the kick. People out there, the bullies are cowards. That's it. And I challenge any bully. Yeah, coward. That's all you are. So from here, we're going to block. As we've done that block there, okay? Here, big block. This hand comes up. Now, if that person's coming to kick you, and you blocked them and you step down, their leg's coming forward, so they're closer now. So from there, we're acting as the strike with the front elbow. Right, use this one. This little bone here, we don't whack anything with that. Okay, that there is going to cause massive problems and it can break. So we've got certain areas, this area, solid. If we need to, the back of it, but stay away from this bone. We don't want to strike with that bone. Okay, so from here, hands open, look, leave me alone, get back. They come for the kick, front leg. By the time I brought the back leg, there's a strong possibility they've already kicked me. So we've got that front leg, block, elbow strike. So again, what this is doing, if it doesn't make contact with the person, it's actually protecting you because this hand is still here. This is protecting your face. And what we're going to start doing then is, okay, so elbow up, from here, straight up, and from there, we're going to get back. Okay, so just shake your legs for me. I'm just making sure that I've done a lesson plan, so I'm just making sure that I'm on that lesson plan. Christopher does exactly the same, all the instructors do every week. Okay, so from here, attack, hands open, get back, comes in with a kick, block, straight in with a strike. We're then going to move forward. We can either move forward to come in with the rising elbow from here, okay, we're taking that up, and now look where the elbows are. This one's here, this one's here. It's still protecting everything. This one, if need be, is protecting the waistline, but I can still come back and block from here. Yeah? So from here then, get back, elbow strike, stepping forward. Alright, rising elbow. If we won't want to use that second rising elbow, why can't we push them? Okay, just be mindful. Okay, so from here, get back. It's not working. Kick comes in. Front block with a knee. Strike. Get back. So you're pushing them across. But just be mindful, their body now is side on as well. Yeah, side on as well. So it's there. If they've done a huge kick and you've done a fantastic block, yeah, and then you're going to come in with that, all that's going to do is from here, big block, all that's doing is protecting you. We don't want to strike them because what will happen now is their back is really close to you because they've done that kick from here, yeah, if it's theirs, they've done that kick from here, so this is seen, you can see this part of the back of the neck. What we don't want is any strikes to this area. Very, very, very dangerous. But we can push them away from us, at the same time we shouldn't get back. Alright? So let's use the other leg now. So from here, okay? So if you think about it, this when we use that left leg, we came in and we went out. Put this one in. We come in and we go out. Exactly. So what we're doing is they're striking us with their back leg. Alright? Or the front leg, doesn't matter which one it is. That's why we've got these two techniques. Yeah? In and out. There's your block. If need be, here's your rising elbow. That can be your push, whatever you want to do. All right? But I want you to practice both sides. So again, bringing it in first and then pushing it out, stepping down, there and here. Okay, same with this one, bringing it in first, pushing it out, there's your block, but it's also a strike if need be, and there's your rising elbow. We've also got, we've done this one, we're pushing out. We've also got, as the kick comes in, what happens if they're using their front leg? Their front leg is going to be closer to us. So instead of bringing this and pushing it out, let's literally just bring it in and block. Now, the problem with this one is, here, I'm pushing it away, with their front leg, their whole body's going to be facing us. So this is where we have to be very quick and careful. So from there, don't worry about bringing it across, literally block. Literally block, because we'll stand straight down and then get back. Don't be doing all this fancy stuff, yeah? It's fantastic in the dojo, all this fancy stuff, it's lovely, it's great, but out there when somebody's going to attack you, it does not work. It does not work. So from here, they're coming with that front kick, maybe they've landed and they've just gone kick with the front leg. You can all do that, so I'm sure there's other people who can do it as well, and you don't have to be a martial artist. From here, block, get back. Yeah, swap legs. From here, bring that knee up. It literally is, remember what we've done? We just literally pull it up, but our back knee bends. Now we've been practicing these over the last couple of weeks when you've been with me, and the last session, when we did the online. Okay, so from here, block, down, none of this fancy stuff, just get back! It might be once you've done that block, you need to get back yourself to protect yourself. Doesn't matter which one it is, here, down, and come back. So remember how we go back as well? We don't take that big steps. Yep, we'll slide the foot, slide the foot. And the reason we slide the foot backwards is that just in case, as I told you last time, if there's something on the floor, if there's a pavement, we've got to be very careful that we don't fall over that, because we can hurt ourselves. We can snap your ankles or cause lots and lots of problems, but we don't want that. Alright? So, that's what I want to practice this week, is you've got the shooter, yeah, different areas there, and I just want that confidence of, from here, front punch, shooter. If you want to, front punch, back shooter. The problem with the back shooter is you're going to be committing all your body. It's fine if you're quick, that's fine. What I don't want you to do at this grade is, and it's really as we get higher up, the black belts when you get to your second and third dans, yeah, is actually coming forward with the shooter, because you're committing. You are then attacking them. What we're trying to teach you first of all is the defence. You're defending yourself, yeah, all this, push, it is all defence. It's all defence. What I want to practice then is these knees. Now we've got the inside-outside crescent kicks, which are lovely. Yeah, big long legs. But I can tell you now, if you try that and somebody's very, very close to you, you're going to get it to there and they're going to knock you over. Yeah, so it has to be close quarter stuff, nice and fast. This is why we practice your inside and your outside knee strikes. Knee strikes are just as effective. We're going to come in then from here. Front leg comes across, striking and moving forward. All these different techniques now. Pushing out, there, coming forward, okay. Pushing out, blocking, coming forward. I want you to have a go at all those. So we're putting them all together. Next time I see you, we'll move on from this and we'll start doing the spinning back kicks and the spinning elbow strikes. Yeah, because what's happening there is the momentum is taking you forward. Definitely for brown belts and black belts, and I can't see why the purple belts can't have a go. Yeah, it's only fair that the purple belts have a go, since you're all in one group. So that's going to start taking it up a lot faster, where we're actually defending, we're stepping back, and then we're going forward. The reason we go forward is we don't have to strike them, but if you think about it, if we go backwards, they're coming forwards, they're putting us off guard. So we're just going to play a little game with them, we're going to put them off guard. And it gives us time for them not to have time, if that makes sense. So if I'm coming forward with all these techniques, it doesn't matter if it's a false technique, they've got to do this and block. You've all done it here when we teach you how to kick and punch, and that person's got to step back and block. When you're stepping back and blocking, it's a lot harder to concentrate. But if you're confident and you're moving them back, it's a lot easier to get that technique there. Okay, again, good lesson, good lesson. Hands be sides, feet together and bow. Okay, we're going to go up with the head. And down. Back up. And back down. Going to go across one side. So we're turning the neck. The other side. Again. Again. Okay, we're going to have circles. Nice and slow circles, please. Don't have any injuries. Other way. Okay, get the shoulders forward. And backwards. Just check. Across the body. Hands on those hips. We're going to push opposite forward. Backwards. Forwards. Backwards. We're going to bring those feet together. A little bit of a gap. And we're just going to go down to one side. Nice and slowly with that hand down. No pressure. No pushing down. Into the centre. Other way. Into the centre. Opposite way. Last time. Other way. Okay, hands into those hips. Just going to do just nice gentle circles. Other way. Okay, my friends. Hands beside, feet together. Big massive thank you again to all the parents and the students. It's not easy. In fact, it's very hard being studying here in the unit on my own, and when Chris was doing his on his own and the other instructors on their own. It's very hard doing it for us, because we like to see the students. We like to see if you're learning, if you're understanding it. We like the atmosphere. But it's very hard. It's very hard for us, and I'm sure it's very hard for yourselves to get motivated as well. It's a huge thing. Right, gang, be good.